That's interesting. Let's try to answer it as sort of succinctly as possible because it's a big one.
Sure.
I'm afraid of death sometimes. Is death scary?
No.
That's fine. Great.
No. It's like, for the majority of people, it's like swooning or fainting.
Going to sleep.
The reality is your soul and your spirit body, there's three parts to you: your physical body, your spirit body, which is created at the time of conception as well, and then the soul, or half of the soul, which is connected to those bodies, which supply the bodies the energy. When the soul and the spirit body leave the physical body, there's a cord that snaps. That's an energy pathway between the body, the physical body, and the spirit body. And as a result of that pathway snapping, you now are in your spirit body form, but your spirit body feels as a spirit to be like your physical body. So you hardly even notice any difference, to be honest. And the only pain you have in passing is any pain that might happen leading up to it.
Physical pain.
Physical pain and emotional pain leading up to the process of passing. But no, there is nothing to fear with death at all.
Are you afraid of the process of death or what happens after death?
Both.
You're not nothing after death. In other words, once you die, you're not. You don't. It's not that you don't exist. You continue to exist.
With the same memories, the same ideas, the same feelings.
You're exactly the same person, in fact, but you live in a different dimensional space. Mathematically, you live in a different dimensional space. It still has things in it, like physical things. It still has countryside and birds and animals and houses and everything else. There are different locations that are basically like the Earth, if you like, but are in a dimensional space that's different to the Earth. So you can't physically see it with your physical eyes, but you can with your spirit body eyes. So you'll see everything pretty normally, but a lot depends on what kind of a person you've been as to what's going to happen after then.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people on Earth, they've been quite evil, and so they have a hard time of it initially, once they initially pass, because they have a lot of difficulty, facing the truth about their life on Earth.
So while we're given a lot of time on Earth to face ourselves, and without much seemingly problematic in our environment, there's no kind of external pressure for each person to face the truth about how they are, what's good within them, what's unloving or bad within them. Once you pass, the environment now starts to assist you in that process. So that's why some people who pass go to a place that feels quite dark and restrictive initially.
And this is where theories of hell has come from.
That's where it's originated. Yeah. But it's never a permanent state, because the whole environment is designed to assist you in that process. And once you start that process, the environment gets better. Now, if you've had
you travel to new environments.
You have new environments. Sorry,
it's more accurate.
But if you've had a life that's sort of, you've aspired to do good things, and you might have skipped over a bunch of stuff and things like that, but you've at least attempted to look at yourself and live kind of an ethical life. You end up in a sort of a reasonable. It's not that dissimilar to Earth, but the more that process is still occurring, to help you to look at those things that are within you that are not particularly loving or truthful, and to experience yourself just like we were talking about. And as you do that, you go to new environments that are even more beautiful than the Earth.
And some of the environments that you can go to once your attitude to love changes are so blissfully incredible that you'd never want to regress back to an older environment, except to help somebody from that environment to come to the same place where you are.
There's a lot of traffic helping people.
Yeah. Even there's a lot of traffic on Earth helping people, spirits who come to Earth to help people. And there's a lot of traffic in between different locations in the spirit world to help people as well. So you're never devoid of education, the opportunity for education. It just depends a lot on your attitude to education.
Yeah.
If your attitude is closed and you don't want to know, then obviously you can't be helped. But if your attitude is one that you want to know, you want to discover, you keep an open mind, and if you have that attitude on Earth, then it's going to help you a lot in the spirit world too. because it's the same attitude that you need to develop there.
Let's leave it there. I really like that. I think that's great.